So what we have, my voice is too bad. So what we have covered in our last session, we have covered these concepts. Because of these concepts, it is helpful to work on parallel development. Parallel development means multiple people from different locations can work on the same file at the same time. They will be working on local repository. Once everything is done, they will pull it, update the local repository, then push it. It is mandatory to update the local repository before you push it. Next, we are going to work on the stash. We are going to work on reset. We are going to work on stash. We are going to work on reset. We have already covered multiple concepts. We have worked on Git-Init, status, and log, commit, merge, create branch, merge branch, change branch, delete branch. Then we have also worked on push, pull, low. So many things we have worked on it. Still there are so many out there, but these are the most common things we use. Stash and reset. First of all, what is a stash? What is stash? Any idea? Imagine why do we use add dot to staging? So now we'll be modifying some files. If you wanted to commit that, add that to staging, then commit it. That's what we do. And if you wanted to send it to remote repository, you just push. So add to staging, then commit, then push. That's what we do. But stash is useful. You have done the modification, but you don't want it to add it to staging. You don't want it to commit it. You want it to remove that changes. You have done the changes, but you don't want that to be part of this commit. You want it to go back to the previous commit. Then we use stash. I'll be showing you, you'll be understanding it. Now, what I'll do, I'll just open this React. Version control. Git 1, Git 2, we have worked on it. Let me create one more. I'm creating a new project. I'm creating a new React project. Stash. New project I have created it. This is already a repository because we have created using npx create reactor. This is already a repository. Now I have created the project and I want to run the project and see the project will be running. It's processing it. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to do some changes. So I'm coming to app.js. So I'm doing some changes by deleting. Then if I want, I can add. India is the most populated in the created some heading. I have done some changes. Are able to see MU, that means modified. Now I'm coming to CSS file. I am doing some changes here also. The modifications I have done it here also. Now I'll come to index.js. Something I'll do. I've done some changes here also. Right. Now if you observe here, I have done multiple changes. What's next normally? Add to staging, then commit it. That is the normal steps. But I don't want these changes to be committed. I don't want these changes to be committed. So I can use a command called stash. Stash means whatever the changes you have done, everything will be removed. Understanding? Now how to give a stash? Now let's say get the cheat sheet. I go to search. I search for stash. Okay, I'll say git stash. That is the command here. It's not showing seems to be. Now I have some modified files which I don't want it to add to staging and commit. So what I will do, I say git stash. Git stash. Hash means whatever the modified files or any changes after the last commit will be removed. Say git stash. That's what. Gone. Now see here, now app.css. What are the changes we have done? Those are gone in it. The old version is even in app.js also. The old version in the index.js also the old version. So you do the changes in multiple files. You want it to be committed, add to staging and commit it. You don't want those changes to be done, then say git stash. Means everything is gone. Understood what a stash means? It can be 10 files, 20 files, 30 files, all modified files. If you gone to previous last. You can go to that is reset. We are going to cover that also. That's why these two are coming in the single session. So stash means whatever the uncommitted modified files, everything goes to the previous commit. That's what stash. Again, they are deleting it, but that is not permanent delete. That is not permanent delete. I'm giving an example. In your house, you eat banana. What do you do with that peel? You put it into the dustbin. You eat chocolate. You put the wrapper into the dustbin. You peel the onion. Put that peel that into the dustbin. So dustbin is something. It will be with us only. It will be with us. We'll be putting into the dustbin. Then after some time we'll be clearing the dustbin. Exactly. Stash means deleting. Deleting means not permanent delete. It will be storing it into dustbin. Like recycle will be trash. Like recycle. If you want, you can get it back also. Now I have deleted it. It's not permanent delete. It is in your dustbin. It is in a dustbin. Then if you want, you can get it back also. Now how to get it back? We have a command here called stash list. Get the stash list. That means if you tried stash 5 times, list of 5 will be getting up. If you delete stash 10 times, list of 10 will be getting. Now what I will do, I will say here get the stash list. Now I'm able to see here stash 0. We have deleted by using stash that is stored into this. Now what I will do, I will do modification cycle. Now I just do some changes. I'm purposefully spoiling the code. I'm purposefully spoiling the code. No, I don't want these things. Again, what I will do, say git stash. Till the last commit is. Now, how many times we have stashed? 2 times. Now, what I will do here, git stash list. See, stash 0 and stash 1. This is the latest. This is the previous. Now, if I want something back, yes, we can. If I want something back, we can do that also. How? You have to apply. Get the stash apply means the latest stash entry, index 0 will be coming. It's like it is maintaining an array actually. If you want a specific git stash apply, then you specify the index. Now observe here and say git stash apply. Last stash will be coming. Now whatever we have done the changes, or you want that previous one, yes, that also can be done. Stash stash grid. It is not coming because we haven't committed it. Now again I say git stash. Whatever it looks like, I'm checking it. So let's say git stash list. It should get the key 0, 1. Now I'll say I want the second one. Git stash apply stash at the rate dollar brackets. This is the previous modification. Understood? To give you an example, I'm doing, these are the recent possibilities. It was not the earlier. Imagine you are working, and you have done your changes, you have committed it, committed it. And then you wanted to decide to go for lunch. You have been to lunch. Now a small kid came in your house. Papa, busy in lunch. He'll come hi, yeah, hi, B, I, Z. He'll keep on modifying it. Unknowingly, he modified so many files. You just play like piano keyboard. Now you had your lunch, half an hour nice sleep, then came back and see, you got shocked. So many files has been changed. So many files has been changed. It's showing modified. If you see so many A, B, X, Y, something like that, it is showing. Now what you have? Normally, you have to go to each and every modified file. Just say undo, undo, undo like that. You have to do it. Simplest way is stash. You just say git stash. Whatever the last committed, you have been to lunch before committing it. After committing only, you have left for lunch. You go to the last one. In that case, it will be used. If you are working in a company, it won't come and touch the queue. That's the new possibilities. After Corona, they are the possibilities. Sometimes that happens also. Some maid will come and clean the keyboard with the cloth gone. Understand? In that case, also it will be. Understood? Clear? Next, so we can stash it. Stash is nothing but deleting all the uncommitted changes, and it will be stored into the stash bin. If you want, you can retrieve it back by saying git stash apply the ID. If you don't give any ID, the latest will be taken. ID will be generated like this. Stash apply. The ID will be like this stash. Rate brackets. You give the ID 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0. That means in that case, you just you get stash application. It automatically creates. And the next, you want to try reset. You wanted to try reset. Reset means we have done some modifications. Then you have committed it. Then you have done some modifications. Again you have committed it. Again done modifications, committed it. Modifications, committed it. Modifications, committed it. Modifications. Basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 commits you have done. Now this is the latest. This is the latest. Someone said this is wrong. You just go to previous version. You wanted to come back to this commit, and you wanted to remove all these commits. Wanted to remove all these commits. Then you can use reset. Every commit will have ID, right? You just give reset and you give the ID. It will go to that. Once you reset, you'll go to that commit. All the changes you have done after that will be gone forever. Remember. So it's like going back to the time. Going back to the like timeline. They can go back. Now you are in your project. You have done commit and left for vacation because work should not be stopped. Or some other guy came and started working on it. Imagine that guy made lots of mistakes and so many commits he has. Once you are back, you see so many things has changed. Correcting those things will take more time than rebuilding yourself. Then what you can do? Whatever the commits he has done, you can delete it by using the reset. The last commit you have, just check that git log commit. Then you git reset and then the commit. Understanding what I'm saying? Just to give you an example. So now I'm coming here. I just git stash. Everything is gone. Okay, now I come here. Now here H1 PM of India is Jawahar Lal Nehru. We have created this. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to connect. Say git it is it is exactly modified git add but then git commit hyphen name Jawaharlal Nehru JN happy. I have committed it. Then I am changing this to Lal Bahadur Shastri. Now again it is modified add not git commit hyphen name LB. Two commits I have done. Then PM of India is Lira Lal. So I'll say git add commit hyphen name Indira Gandhi. Then I'll change this to the I'll say git add dot git commit what did you say? Now I have done multiple commits actually. If you see here, git log and say git log, say I will what first initial commit, then Jawaharlal Nehru, then Lal Bahadur Shastri, then Indira Gandhi, then latest is Morarji Desai. Now I wanted to go back to Jawaharlal Nehru for example. This is the idea. I have to use it and I have to go. I can go back. Now I come here. I will search for the command. Reset. And also Git-Reset. We see the ID basically. Basically, we have one more command that git hard. Git-Reset hard. ABC one. Now I have to give this command. So now this is the ID. I'm copying it. Then now what I'll do? Git reset. Then I will open hard. Reset. The command. Git ID we have. Now I'll say enter. Now see. It's showing Jawaharlal Nehru. That means after Jawaharlal Nehru, Lal Bahadur Shastri we have changed. Indira Gandhi we have changed. Morarji Desai we have changed. Everything is. Now if I see Git log, only Jawaharlal Nehru is there. Remaining Indira Gandhi, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Morarji Desai. You can go to a specific commit, but we have to be much more careful. God means God. Understanding what I'm saying. Now, if I go to this, that is like a fresh project. Now, if I say git reset, I'll give this. This is the initial commit, right? If I say this, you see all the boilerplate. Once you go back, you cannot come further. Going back means going back and you cannot come back. That you have to keep it. Understood? Normally happens, I'll give you an example of it. There are good days, there are bad days. Sometimes 5 days work can be completed in one day. Sometimes half day work, even if you work full day, it won't. Imagine today is your bad day. You don't know. You came to office normal. You have done some changes, committed it. Done some changes, committed it. Done some changes, committed it. But at the end, nothing is working. Nothing is working. Yesterday evening is perfect. Today you spend 8 hours in spoiling the work. So now you have decided either you correct everything, go back to the yesterday evening's work, or you just reset it. Yesterday evening commit the ID, you get it. It reset. You give that ID, everything goes back to the previous one. Then you can work fresh. Sometimes it happens, you will create it. It won't get the full output, proper output. You will try from scratch again. In that cases, it can be used. Understood? Reset. Reset. There is a difference between stash and reset. Stash means delete all the uncommitted modified changes and go back to previous commit is stash. Reset means you choose which commit you wanted to. This is the reason they have created commit IDs. Why we need commit IDs? Because this is the reason. Understood? Clear? There is one more concept is there that will be working at later point of time called continuous integration. What? Continuous integration. Continuous integration means what? You can upload this repository into remote repository like GitHub. From GitHub, or you can put it into websites like Netlify or Heroku or Cycling. There are multiple websites out there where you can upload it. You already know Netlify. Git also we can upload to Netlify. The specialty of that is continuous integration is you do the changes in your local repository, you add to staging, you commit it. Only local repository has changed. Then push it. Remote repository has changed. Whenever report repository has changed, it will be automatically updated in Netlify also. If you type hi and say add to staging, commit, push, that hi will be storing in the Netlify also. That is called continuous integration. You do changes in the local repository, add to staging, commit it, push it. And in Netlify, earlier what we have done, we have dragged the folder. Instead of dragging the folder, you will give the repository directly, remote repository. Now, whenever you push it, remote repository will be changed. Whenever remote repository is changed, this will automatically generate the field. Understanding what I'm saying? That is called continuous integration. We'll be working on that probably a couple of days later. Not now. There will be separate session on Node.js. Right now we are working on React.js. In future we are going to work on Node.js. Then we have to put Node.js code and the React.js code into the remote repository. Then we will be working. Clear? Continuous integration is one thing we will do at later point of time. There will be separate session called deployment. Then we will be working on this continuous integration using a site called Cycling. Right now we are working on Netlify. There is one more is there called Heroku, which is very popular actually. I used to cover Heroku till few days back, but from this 1 month onwards, they made it as paid service. It's not free service. So we have switched to Cyclic. There is one more website called cyclic.sh. Cyclic.sh is something where you can upload your remote repository directly. That we'll be working a bit later once we cover Node.js. Understanding? I want you to try this dash, this reset. Understanding? Still, there are so many comments out there, but these are the most important comments. If you want something to learn that the cheat sheet website is there, you can go through that. And so these are the 80 to 90%. Mainly, once you join in the company, they'll be giving you an email. For that email, they'll be giving you, and they'll be giving access to a repository, remote repository. You have to clone it, do the changes, and commit and push. You have to do it. That is the most common thing to do. At the end of the day, before you leave it, pull it, then commit and push it. That's what we have to do every day. But before pushing it, make sure you submit your proper code. If you commit wrong code, it will show error to everyone because everyone will look full right. The same thing will go to that. Because of this Git log, we can see who has done the modifications. We can easily tell who has done the wrong commits. You have to be careful. Understand? I want you to try this.